Going to play, and they responded to the challenge.
On the stop. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the toss, here's Walton. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And Wilson has it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
I get it. Hey. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On first down. It's Walton, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Watch the pass.
On 2nd and 12, Rosen, and he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Bud Dupree. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 51 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one go deep. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Pick. Top by Xavier Howard.
Intercepted by the Dolphins. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. If they can get up 2 scores here on the road, that's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
At the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, alert, alert.
Rosen will throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Catches like that, that's what the Dolphins envisioned when they took Gesicki high in the 2nd round a season ago. He did have 22 catches as a rookie, but did not find the end zone. Certainly feels more comfortable wearing number 88, his old college number, after sporting 86 as a rookie. Now Rosen on first down. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Walton. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Steelers' 8-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it 2nd and 7. Rosen just getting the snap off at 1. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards the pickup there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw again on second down. Rudolph. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it third down. They'll try and run for it with counter. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
And less than a yard.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go, D.
Check. Shoot. Hey.
Watch twins.
They're going to go. It's Bunker. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try and run with Bunker. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taywan Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
Let's go, at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Walton, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a draw play with Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So naturally, they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Ricky. 31's the mic. Me and you won't get it.
Now it's Rosen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rosen. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up fourth.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Rudolph off play action. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a 1st down again. This quarterback now 5 of 6, very accurate since taking over, and he's got his guys a 1st down. Now it's Rudolph. This will be caught inside the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, it's Rudolph. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, but now it's 3rd and goal. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Now Rudolph. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster as the first half is winding down, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They go back to Walton. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll look to throw on first down to Josh Rosen. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On third down, Rosen. Open man, it's Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On second down now, it's Walton. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 7-yard line. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. On first and goal, Drake. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Sponge, alert, alert, alert. Jim. Switch gears.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
Mike 8. Alert. You get
Now Rosen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Watch the curve.
Nah.
Check 50.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line.
Hey, Mike 52. Watch the backer.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Right back to Connor here on 1st. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. They'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Out of the gun, Rudolph. Got his man, and That's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Taywan Taylor with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Connor going to try and run it, and he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hug. 198. Watch 98. Yeah. You can't block me. You can't block me. 198. Yeah.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Check pass.
Go.
Watch the end.
Get it.
On 3rd down, it's Counter. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Oh, my, you know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Rudolph. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Counter. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Taylor. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Yep. Check 24.
They'll run here with Connor. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
61, matchbox lights.
Switch. Bang, 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 bang.
Now.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, 4th quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
We're about to find out.
Look, squeeze. Go.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Ready.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd and 12, Rosen. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Rosen now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Drake, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible to something a little more advantageous.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Middle.
They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Ready? 70, Indy.
Go, Cap, let's go. We got this.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the fourth quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Steelers, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the